Republicans stipulated to allow the evidence to come into the record. Now, you ask about some other people who might have gotten up there and lied. We don't know what Kevin McCarthy would have said. I mean, that was her record of what he was telling people. What he told people was that he had called Trump to say, you got to get us out of this. Hell, these people are here. Trump said, it's Antifa. McCarthy said, no, it's not Antifa, Mr. President. It's your people. You got to get us out of here. To which Trump said something like, well, maybe they just care more about the election than you do, i.e., Trump knew exactly what they were doing. He knew that that mob, which he had deployed, was there, occupying people's offices and threatening Congress. So it was there for everybody to see.
Right.
So we could have had 1,000 witnesses, but that could not have overcome the kinds of silly arguments that people like McConnell and Capito were hanging their hats on. They're trying to have it both ways. But
one more of those what ifs: insurrection versus dereliction of duty. And I know you made a pretty compelling argument, I think, in your closing argument about how you couldn't disaggregate them. But if it had been dereliction of duty, it looks like you might have gotten 2 or 3 others.
Remember, these are Republicans who voted to quit in the face of this mountain of unrefuted evidence. We're going to find some reason to do it. So if we had charged dereliction of duty, they would have said, that's not an impeachable offense. You got to deal with that within the military system. The president is not bound by the Code of Universal Military Justice and the Uniform Code of Military Justice and so on. I mean, you can always come up with a lawyer's argument to get to where you want to go. And they did not honestly confront the reality of what happened to America, which was Donald Trump incited a violent mob to attack the Congress of the United States. So you know what? We have no regrets at all. We left it totally out there on the floor of the U.S. Senate, and every senator knew exactly what happened. And just go back and listen to McConnell's speech. Everybody was convinced of the case we put forward, but, as the defense lawyer said, just pick any one of these phony constitutional defenses and then you can justify it. It could be First Amendment, it could be Bill of Attainder, it could be due process. All of them are nonsense. I thought that I successfully demolished them at the trial, but there's no reasoning with people who basically are acting like members of a religious cult, and when they leave office should be selling flowers at Dulles Airport.
Congressman Jamie Raskin, I hope it brings you some solace that many of us are grieving and mourning with you and Sarah and your family. I know it's never going to get easy with that. So with that, sir, I appreciate you coming on and sharing your views with us this morning.
Well, thank you for your kindness, and thank you for having me. And I want everybody to hang tough for democracy. We won on a vote of 57 to 43, although we didn't make it to 2/3. And there are a lot of patriots out there hanging tough for the Constitution.
All right, Congressman Raskin, thank you very much.